Joel Superna, what's up, brother? It's Mike Vickery. First, I want to thank you, man, for doing these videos and setting this thing up. Facebook's an awesome thing. Checking on your old buddies, keep contact with them. Been able to keep up with you and a lot of guys. You and seen you and Lad and with your son, your adventures with him. And the things that you've been up to. And so it's a great way to keep up. And one of the things we started talking about was this McNaBrad game that has not been played in 20 years. I'm sorry to say, man, I've been trying to get it done. You've been encouraging me. I've tried to get it going. I'm not going to give up. We were really close and had a contract that was on both desks of administrators. And I'm not going to put any blame on anybody, but just at the end of the day, it did not get done. So I apologize for that. I was really hoping we were going to get to start this game again, but we're not going to give up. But I appreciate you posting these videos and encouraging me to reply to you. But and every once in a while, I'm on it. I'll be honest with you. I think about the Bradley Mac rivalry. I'm making soup in my kitchen. I apologize, but it's the only time I had to do this video at holiday time. But excuse me for a second. It's almost there. Every once in a while, I'll think about this game. I don't know why, but sometimes it pops in my head, and I think about it. So I'm going to give you my memories from the McNaBrad games that I had a chance to play. And I got to play in two, although I was a part of three varsity teams that played Bradley Bourbonnais. First one was my sophomore year. I remember getting brought up before the season started. That was our state championship year. And I had a chance to play in a McNaBrad game when I was a sophomore, and I started at inside linebacker. My memory from that game was Mike O'Connor. Coach Z sent O'Connor to come talk to me, because I had this little ritual and none of them knew about it because they weren't there when I played JV my freshman year. They weren't around. So before games, I would go off by myself and kind of work myself, mentally into just a state of getting ready to go and do what had to be done to win a football game. So I would go off by myself and then come back in a trance, ready to go out on the field. So they saw me down the hallway, just standing there by myself, staring at the floor for 5 or 10 minutes. They send Mike O'Connor, and Mike comes and he's asked me if I'm okay, and I'm just staring at a piece of string on the floor, and I'm just kind of visualizing. And I just told him, I'm just getting worked up, man. I'm getting fired up, and I'll be ready to play when we go on the field. We went out and we won that year, and went on to win the state championship, which was an awesome experience. My junior year is the only year, and Joel had asked me, and he said, "Hey, did we ever lose to Bradley?" And we did my junior year. It's a personal thing because I say I didn't, because I was hurt. You see, the week before the game, I busted my hand, and I missed the Bradley and Kankakee games my junior year. It was a tough season for us, but I remember watching as we went to Bradley, and Bradley beat us. We had a last-second field goal to try to win the game. We didn't hit it, and we watched Bradley celebrate. That was really tough. Personally, I still feel like I didn't get to play in that game, so had I been on the field, I like to think I would have made a difference. But we did lose to you guys our junior year. Our senior year, we came back, and I was healthy, and I said, there ain't no way we're going to lose this game. And I knew that you guys would be looking for me. There's nothing like standing across the field from your buddies, guys that you grew up with, guys that you were in grade school and played ball with. And we won the Super Bowl our 8th grade year at the Bourbonnais Bears, which has now been changed to the Little Boilers, which I still don't quite get. But at any rate, standing across from your friends, looking at your buddies that you're now mortal enemies because you went to a different high school, and going out there our senior year and playing you guys. And I remember that play that you're talking about, which is why we should play this game, which is why I think the only people who are getting cheated are the kids, because I played in a lot of games. I played in a lot of bigger games than that. I got to play in the Big House at Michigan. I got to play at Ohio State in the Horseshoe. I got to play in a lot. I remember the Bradley games and the Kankakee games intimately and with more detail than I remember most games that I played in. So in looking in the senior year, I remember that play. And I remember you guys had us, it was like going to be 3rd and 15. And we're in the huddle. And I said, we're going to get this first down one way or another. I said, so whatever play, let's just run the play. And if they stop us, we're going to get it anyway. I said, I'm going to get, I said, I'm going to get Yo-Yo to pop me. And we're going to get a 15-yard penalty. So we're getting this one way or the other. So I know you didn't like being called Yo-Yo. I don't know if I called you Yo-Yo when I hit you. But I remember it being 3rd and 15, and we didn't get it. You guys stopped us, and I found you during the play. And I said, I'm going to hang around. And if I just stare at him, Joel used to be small, but he's bigger, man, and he's a big-time wrestler, and he is not going to take that from me. And sure enough, I stood there and stared at you, and you popped me right in the mouth. And I did. As soon as I looked at the referee and I saw him reaching for his flag, and I said, way to go, dummy. And I went back to the huddle. I remember that almost like it was yesterday. The biggest thing is, though, that we laugh about that stuff now. And we laugh about the opportunity we had to compete against each other. I remember my old buddy Barry Amiano. I used to go out in my MAC stuff at the Irish Relays, and I'd hold his blocks for hurdles. And everybody would get upset because I was in my MAC gear holding the Bradley guys' hurdles. MAC people would be mad at me. Bradley people would be mad at him. But you know what? We were buddies. We were neighbors. He lived right behind me. So those are my memories from the Mac-Bradley rivalry. Joel, I appreciate you doing this. And next time you come in town, man, make sure you hit me up on Messenger, and dinner's on me, bro. But I'm hoping that more people will post to this. I'm hoping that some of the fun stories will come out from these games and from some of the relationships that have lasted for decades. And I hope that the kids in our community get to experience these games in the future at some point. Talk to you soon, man. Take it easy.